Join me and Jake, my border collie, as we go to the Masons campsite, coming down from the Craven Arms on top of the hill through the beautiful Yorkshire Dales. We arrive at the campsite and it was absolutely stunning. I would rate this campsite 10 out of 10 due to the friendly owners, great facilities, and also the location, which is just absolutely amazing. This camping trip was probably one of my best camping trips I've had. That's because we went in the Defender with the rooftop tent, and I had all the awning set up as well, so I had plenty of space around the car to enjoy the sights and have privacy as well. During this trip, I went to a Lake Sema, which basically is where people go to swim, and I took my inflatable kayak and had an amazing time there too. So this weekend the weather made it and it was just so nice as well. So walking down to the car, I'll show you what setup I had and how I got the motorbike there as well, which was on a trailer. So this was my setup of my Land Rover Defender 130. I've got the Tent Box Cargo 2 Land Rover Edition alongside the Tent Box rear tunnel awning and the motorbike trailer on the left there you can briefly see. So yeah, really good setup and a really comfy night's sleep for 2 nights in the tent box. In the back of the Defender, I've converted it into an overland vehicle, so you can see the fridge there, the Ninja oven on the right, and some drawer storage below, which worked really well that weekend with the weather being so nice. So after eventually getting the kayak inflated, I was on Lake Seymour, which was absolutely stunning. The tides were quite steady as well, so it wasn't too bad in terms of rockiness. And this was the view from the lake to the Land Rover, looking back at the car park. After packing the kayak away, I went off-roading on a green lane, and back at the pub I went on the motorbike and saw this old Austin car which predated Jaguar, so that was really interesting for me to see. Finally, I thought I'd give you a more in-depth look at the car and how the setup was, so there you can see the front of the car and the side awning, which is from Tent Box. It was easier to set up than I thought it'd be, especially being on my own with no help, so yeah, it was pretty simple to do. After I was dreading it due to hearing it was more difficult than it is. And then at the back there you can see the side tunnel awning, which was really nice for privacy. And then the camera goes a little bit skew with here, so hello. And then I open the boot so you can see inside the overland conversion there with a tap, a kettle, a drop down table. That's really handy to prepare drinks and food. And then we have the Ninja oven as well, and it's just a really good setup in the back. So here's Jake enjoying the pub views. Well, he can't see over the wall, but here's the view of the Dales. It was such a beautiful day, as I keep saying, because it just was, and I'd definitely recommend Mason's campsite. And finally, a bit of off-roading, taking on my sunglasses. Thanks for watching, see you soon.